this quiet, or still, or empty. It was all of those things now, at least when Emma was at Brian's place. Or, as of last weekend, Brian and Alyssa's place. Daphne stiffened at the thought. I can't believe he's really getting remarried. She looked around the tidy kitchen and dining area, a bit too orderly for a house with a teenager living in it, even though Emma was only there half the time. She closed her eyes. I can't believe this is my life now. She felt a pang deep inside as a vision flashed before her, one of Emma decorating her spacious new bedroom at the house in Tony, Westerville, that belonged to the woman who would soon be her stepmother. It was a spectacular, magazine-worthy structure, one of several high-end properties Alyssa's family owned in the Columbus area. Daphne imagined her daughter giggling and gossiping with Alyssa as she unpacked, sharing her secrets and stories and crushes, things she never seemed to tell Daphne anymore. Daphne pictured the two of them chattering like classmates as they strolled arm in arm down the driveway of Emma's new home. Of Brian's new home. Of their new home. Daphne closed her eyes and willed her mind to erase the painful visual. She took a deep breath. Don't torture yourself like this. You know you're better off without him. She set down her coffee and glanced at Emma's monthly calendar on the refrigerator, secured front and center with an OSU magnet. As usual, her daughter's schedule was packed with volleyball practices and games, piano lessons, chorus rehearsals, study groups, and a smattering of birthday parties. Recent additions to the list were driver's training and an SAT prep course. Daphne had not only typed up and color-coded the schedule, but memorized it, and she took great pride in making sure Emma never missed an activity or appointment. Daphne picked up the mug and made one last trip into her bedroom to confirm that she hadn't forgotten anything essential, although, given that she'd triple-checked everything on her list after packing her enormous suitcase last night, she knew the chances were slim, if not zero. Then she stopped by Emma's room to have a quick peek inside, something she often did when Emma was staying with Brian. She never entered the room, determined to give her daughter the privacy her own mother had never afforded her as a teenager. But she found it comforting to see Emma's things there, even if she was currently elsewhere. As usual, the room was relatively clean, the bed made, the pink and white checkered comforter smoothed evenly over the twin bed. The white walls were sprinkled with posters of pop stars and award ribbons from various events and competitions. A cork bulletin board above her white wood desk was covered with smiling photos of her and her girlfriends, the matching white chair tucked neatly underneath. A thick blue binder lay atop the desk, next to a small stack of textbooks. Her daughter had inherited Daphne's knack for keeping things organized, something Daphne loved, given how messy Brian was. It had been a daily battle just to get him to put his dirty clothes in the hamper. A battle Daphne had given up fighting years ago, but had never been able to understand. How hard is it to toss clothes into a hamper or hang up a wet towel? Besides, they'd had bigger problems in their marriage than laundry. On her way back into the kitchen, she looked over at the empty oak table in the quiet dining room. Her imagination suddenly flashed to an image of breakfast time at Alyssa's place, where she pictured Emma, Brian, and Alyssa conversing energetically over pancakes about their upcoming adventure. It was Emma's spring break, and the three of them were headed to Park City to spend the week skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, sledding, and whatever else outdoorsy people do in the Utah mountains. Despite Emma's grumbling about a week away from her friends, not to mention her electronic devices, Daphne knew she was looking forward to the trip. No doubt she, Brian, and Alyssa would have a fabulous time together. Just like a real family. Daphne flinched at the thought. In a few months, it would be official. Alyssa would become the new Mrs. Brian White, assuming the title of Emma's stepmother. Daphne felt another stab at the thought.